basically, the substance, as I understand it, you're fired unfairly in violation of the law and then defamed. Tell us about the defamation. Tell us what they did to you in more specific terms.
Well, there is defamation. I'm not sure. And
if that's a legal claim, I mean, I should as well as a non-lawyer keep the. But they trashed you.
They did. What they really did was they put out this awful. So I put up a tweet that has become infamous tweet of saying that, and I don't even know because I just put it up in like a story section. I didn't post it. I put it in like the quick. Everybody look through like the stories of the tweet because tweets used to have the fleet section, and it was basically saying that it didn't start like Nazi Germany didn't start just with people just waking up being Nazis and like
right.
demonizing like throwing Jews into the concentration camps. It didn't start there. It started before that. It started with propaganda. It started with you had to kind of start urging people to make it okay to demonize your neighbor and to hate people for whatever differences it was. At that time, it was Jewish people. And, that's where it started. And that's what made it so much easier for, you're living in a house and then, the Nazis come and your next door neighbor is getting hauled off that, maybe years before you guys were all having dinner and having this wonderful relationship. And then, it gradually happened. It just wasn't something that happened just like that. And that was what the meme meant to me, was that I was trying to tell people now, like, don't demonize each other. Understand, we're all human beings still. And basically just bad things have happened in the past and to learn from the past.
Yes.
And I thought that was something that everyone, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, that everybody could understand and get. I thought that was a tweet for everybody. And the Hollywood press and every major news and media, that they came against me and they said she compared Republicans to the Jewish Holocaust, and she's denigrating the Jewish community and like.
Wait, so you came out against the Nazis, but they claimed you were pro-Nazis.
They smeared me as an anti-Semite, smeared me. And I was like, wait, I still don't get how did you do that?
Right.
And why did people believe in it? But, and then what Disney did was they put out a statement that said, we are no longer working with, there is a statement, we're no longer working with Gina Carano, and we basically think that she's denigrating people off of their cultural and religious beliefs, and they said something about me being abhorrent. And
for your anti-Nazi tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you obviously know this since you worked in the business, but I mean, people who write about television and movies are directed to the word by the PR departments at the television and movie companies.
Right.
So there's no independent press that writes about the movies or about television.
Right.
Even cable news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the big cable news websites are all controlled by the PR departments.
Right.
It's true in Hollywood.
And that's really been, so I had my own, had hired my own publicist during, season 2 of The Mandalorian. And they were working with the publicists from the Disney people. And then they were working with the UTA, who dropped me immediately as well.
Of course they do.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then...
your agent who's there fighting for you.
Yeah. All of them. I mean, and then the entertainment lawyer dropped me.
Of course.
And that the funny thing is, like, the entertainment lawyer, I think, was... they would constantly be sending out, hey, we're having this Democrat, at my house, come on over for, raise some funds for the Democrat, party, or whoever the candidate was that they were, and so all of these people just dropped me immediately. And I was like,
people you'd been paying to stand by your side in case there was a big problem.
Yeah.
The second there was a big problem, they fled and denounced you.
Yes. Immediately.
May they all rot.
and I was just like, okay, that's so much, I mean, I knew that like maybe something could happen where Disney might be like, hey, as professionals, I thought maybe they'd just be like, okay, well, maybe we're going to not work with you, or maybe something like that could happen by speaking out about the things that I spoke out about. But I found the things that I spoke out about were so much more important than the career part, because I felt like, we needed to be talking about, we're headed in a really bad direction.
Oh, yes.
The lockdowns, the mask mandates, the vaccines, I felt like we needed to, I never even said who I was really voting for. It was just, I was getting really pushed into this, like, you're an extremist, you're an alt-right extremist, And so I thought maybe that could be an option, but never in my wildest dreams would I thought that they would have, through Twitter or through a publication, without even calling me. This is how I found out I was fired, online, on Twitter. Like, they didn't call me. They didn't say, we're letting you go. We're no longer going to work together. This is why. It was just, she's denigrating people off of cultural and religious beliefs, and she's abhorrent. And I was like,
for coming out against the Nazis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So backwards.